Hello, hello, hello. This is SynthNote back with another video. Did you ever get lost in Minecraft? I'm sure you have. Most of us have. I'm sure we have all been there, leaving trails of torches behind and dirt and cobblestone and made incredibly ugly tall towers and piles of dirt and put a torch on top so that we could see it in the dark. If you can relate, keep watching, and after this video, you never have to do any of that ever again, and you never have to get lost ever again. Doesn't that sound good? Alright, so the first method is always build your base at spawn. And when I say spawn, I mean the world spawn, okay? Why? Because a compass is always going to show you the way to the world spawn, okay? Unless you have a lodestone or something, but let's not complicate things. So, a compass is going to show you the way to the world spawn, the area where you first spawned into the world, okay? When you first created the Minecraft world, that area, that location in which you were standing, that is the world spawn. Alright, but that's all fine and well, but what if you have already built your base and it's nowhere near spawn? Is there any hope for you? Yes, there is. This is what you do. / set world spawn, and that's it. Now you have changed the location of your world spawn, meaning that this is the new location here for this world's spawn. And to test this, look at the compass. It's behind us now. So all you have to do is go into your base, in your world, or any place in your world where you want the spawn to be, and just type in that command and you're good to go. But now, what if you have disabled cheats in your world? Is there any way to turn them on? There is. You go into your settings, open to LAN, and there you go. Allow cheats. Does that sound good? I hope so. Alright, let's look at the final method, the coordinates, okay? You can access these, like check these out by pressing F3. Okay, so on your screen right now you see a whole bunch of stuff. Don't worry about it, we just have to focus on the coordinates, okay? The X, Y, Z. Now you don't have to pay too much attention to the numbers after the dot, okay? I don't know the English word. I'm sorry, I'm Swedish, okay? Leave me be. So we're going to be focusing here on 170 minus 440. Those are the only chords that you need to really focus on in this particular example where I'm standing right now. Like if I wanted to memorize where this location is and I want to find it again, then those are the chords that I would note down somewhere, or I could just press F2 to take a screenshot, like so. So taking a screenshot with F2 also works if you just want to, make a quick note of it. And that's also pretty useful if you're exploring, like if you're out exploring in the world, you see something cool, maybe a coral reef or something, and you just want to quickly make a note of where that location is. Then you can press F3 to open up this little menu or whatever you want to call it, and then F2 to take a screenshot. You can of course also just write them down, maybe in a document or even by hand. So this is a useful thing if you're out exploring, or if you just want to write down the coordinates to your base, for example, so you can find it again. Now, of course, if I move, unless you're familiar with chords, I'm sure there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube that go more in depth, like in how these coordinates work, but I'm just going to give you a very brief overview. So as you can see, when I'm moving, they are moving as well. They're changing, right? So you just need to find how you should walk and like in which direction you should walk in order for the coordinates to start getting, like, approaching the number that you want them to have, right? So if you want it to be 100 on the far left, you have to find, how to walk in order to make it 100, As you can see now, it's decreasing, so we're moving away from 100. And we don't want that. We want it to get closer to 100, so we have to walk in this direction, right? And the one in the middle is, and now we have reached 100, right? So the one in the middle is altitude. So as you can see, when I jump, it goes up to 71. And if I were to do this, it goes to, oh. Now we're on 69. Okay. Now, if I were to go in this direction, you can see the one on the far right, the minus. I am 12 years old, clearly. Yeah, now we can see here that we are on 69. That's our altitude, and we are currently minus 420. So did you know that you can teleport to coordinates? Well, if you didn't, then you do now. So in order for this to work, you need to enable cheats, then type in the command /TP followed by the coordinates. There's a desert temple and a lava pool right next to it. Now see, why doesn't this happen to me when I'm speedrunning? Okay, so /TP followed by the coordinates. So maybe, for example, like so. You have your X coordinate, the altitude, and the Z. And you press enter. There we go. Now we have teleported to our location. So in case you didn't know, I came up with this little silly game recently where I basically teleport around to random coordinates around the Minecraft world, and then I try to guess the biome I'm in. Have you seen that video yet? If not, you should click it. It's on the screen right now. You can play along with me and see how many biomes you can guess. It's more fun than you'd imagine. Give it a shot, and I'll see you over there.